What up, YouTube? So this is Carlos Telemontes again with another work video. Excuse my ruggedness right now. My wife usually cuts my hair, but I've been working 100 or something plus hours of pay period, so I haven't had much time to be at home. What's it called? So today, first off, I want to answer a question. Somebody dropped in the comments, Nico, one of my long-term followers. I appreciate you, bro. What's it called? He asked, to talk about the importance of crossout designator, whether I prefer it or not, how good I feel like it is or not. This might be a two-parter. I might talk about two cards, or I might save the other card for later. Just depends on the time. I am on lunch. But crossout designator, this is the way that I personally feel about it. I feel like it's an amazing card. I do feel like it's an amazing card, essentially an omni negate. But I feel like, I feel like in heroes, it can be very good. However, I feel like there's specific times that it should be played. One of the moments is, I kind of don't feel like it should be played at the moment, because I feel like it's best in formats where, the majority of the people, in every deck, are playing the similar cards, similar hand traps, and everybody is playing a variation, of all these different cards, but it's hard to pinpoint exactly, what cards are being played for every single deck in common. And so one of the cards that are gaining popularity, if you guys haven't been paying attention, or you guys, been busting and grinding, with your everyday life, one of the cards that has been gaining a lot of popularity again is Nibiru. And so, especially with the base deck, the 60 card pile deck, a lot of people are talking about, man, that deck is, has such an insane end board, what is the best way to deal with it? Well, one of the best ways is to, let your opponent full combo, as much as possible, and then Nibiru them, and then chain effect negation, just to clear the whole board. A lot of people have strayed away from Nibiru, including myself, for the longest time, but it's starting to see a little bit more play now, because just different interactions, like you just have to have that type of blowout card. But going back to crossout designator, I feel like it definitely has a potential. If you don't have your set, I feel like now is a good time to pick it up, because I feel that the card is very strong. It just needs its proper time. Once it has that proper time, you can expect for it to go up to at least $40. That's just my guess. I do feel like it is good in heroes. What else? So, that's the thing about doing these videos. You're constantly on the grind. If you guys don't know, I go to the gym in the morning at 6 a.m. and then I go to take my kids to school, then I go spend time with my wife, then hop into work for 12 hours and try to get all this crammed down into one moment. But those are my thoughts about crossout designator. So shout out to you, Nico, appreciate you, bro. But one of the cards I wanted to talk about today is Super Poly. And we could probably explain this a little bit more, but I've always loved this card, for multiple reasons. I feel like one of the biggest things, as a competitive player, is you want to be able to account for every situation as much as possible. And the thing about Super Poly, it's one of those cards that your opponent can't necessarily account for. You can only get upset, or you can only plan for, worry about things that you can control. So, and vice versa, you want to be able to take away your opponent's option, and you want to be able to control your own game state to, this card is resolving. That this card is going to go through, that there's nothing that your opponent can do to stop this card. So that's one of the things that I definitely love about it. Cards like that, cards like Dark Ruler, cards like Droplets, all those, you can respond with different cards, with those other ones. But Super Poly, for sure, you stop that card. Scythe Lock, with the deck, what was it, the base deck or whatever, they make DPE, Boros, Savage Dragon, you Super Poly both of them, and then you make then you make your dangerous, and then now you have a level 6 fusion destiny hero, so you can make your own DPE for any scythe lock variant. I've had success with it against striker, being able to fusion summon it to any fusion monster that I would pretty much want. One of the key ones is just fusing their DPE in their Shizuku to make your own absolute zero. Those are blowout plays. I feel like it has so much importance to it. It allows you to have an additional extender. It can be an extender in itself because you can discard Shadow Mist, you can discard a bunch of other key cards to continue to play. Like I said, one of the biggest things is being able to control that scenario. Knowing that you can get rid of a threat, that they can't chain on to something, that they can't just because you don't always open up the ideal hand. You can't always outplay your opponent. You can't always be that one step ahead, but what you can do is take away your opponent's choice in that moment. And those type of cards, those unfair cards is what I tend to gravitate to, because in a 14 round event, a 15 round event at a YCS, you're not always going to be able to play correctly. You're going to get tired, you're going to get hungry, you're going to be frustrated about your one loss of the day or whatever, and that's gaining space in your mind, and so you try your best to go away from it. However, if you have these cards that say no, I'm doing this play no matter what, you can't stop it, those are the type of cards that put you ahead. And so I love it, just being a quick play. It has all these types of things, and you may think that hey, I don't have the E hero on board. Well, that's the importance of multiple heroes, multiple Stratoses, 3 Stratoses, but that's another video for another time. I could talk about the importance of 3 Stratos compared to 3 Vion, in my opinion about it. But in all reality, guys, it's whatever works for you, bro. It's whatever works for you. If you're happy with what you're playing and you're getting results with it, continue to play that, because you're the one piloting that deck. And if you're enjoying what you're enjoying, then you're going to be able to see lines of plays that other people might not be able to see. And so those are the type of things that that people really need to think about. I know for myself and my the creativity that I try to do, I'm able to see things that other people aren't able to see, or not able to understand until I explain it and break it down to them. It's just things 3 turns ahead, 4 turns ahead, or whatever. But yeah, guys, I just wanted just drop this little work video. I'm thinking about doing maybe 2 of these a week. We can go more in depth about Super Poly, maybe in the comments, or whatever. Feel free to message me, drop a message. I drive a lot, so I'm able to just communicate that way. But I hope you guys have a day. Be blessed or be better.